Russell Simmons, welcome to Africa State of Mind. So awesome to have you here.
Happy to be here.
Yeah, so amazing. So let's get straight into it. You know, when you got to South Africa, you made a comment about the old South African flag and how people should not be waving it just because it will bring up old hurts, even though you're upset with something. And in America, there was also the whole situation with the Confederate flag that's been going on a lot. And then when you look at the presidency between the current American president and the SA president, there are a lot of similarities, from the possible Russia connections. We've had that happening in South Africa recently, to just a large group of people in America supporting, you know, the American president, a large group in South Africa, then a large group being, you know, totally opposed. What do you feel about the state of leadership in the world today and how it reflects on society?
Well, you need leaders who not only compromise, but understand the plight of all the people, and not divisive, but instead are inclusive. And I think we're suffering from a moment where people are so separated in their mindset, and they haven't been able to listen to each other. Of course, we want a president, most of us, that is inclusive and wants to promote real progress regarding race and regarding equity and regarding, you know, freedom and justice for all. Right? That's a mantra that South Africa and America are carrying. But they're not. But the presidents in these cases and the political parties in office seems are not as sophisticated about how to deliver on that promise. And it's really challenging, you know. And as we see these alt-right movements happening all over the world, we see real divisive and white supremacist mindsets evolving. So that's an American thing right now. There's a white supremacist, a white male supremacist, women, Muslims, Jews, blacks, Latinos, all at risk when you have this kind of mindset. And so that's what we're trying to not fight, but create something different. And we're looking for this is actually happening, whether we like it or not. The census will remind you that people of color are going to be the majority in America, and they're going to pick a more different democratic government that is inclusive, and that's where we're going. You know, the pendulum of justice is swinging forward, whether you see it or not. Not only the census, but you got people unifying. Women are starting to see that they're in the same boat, right? They're being discriminated against, and their rights are not being protected. Muslims, for sure. There's Islamophobia in America, that's huge. Jews see anti-Semitism on a giant rise. So we see these threats, and blacks certainly. The racism is
seems like it never ended, really.
It never ended, but it's growing so much. So with this reality, we know that we're bonding. At the Women's March, I saw people of all colors and walks of life who wanted justice, and people of goodwill who are not. I say white supremacists, I mean there are many people of goodwill from every race who are part of this new regime that's rising up against this separatist attitude.
And just the last question, with regards to Africa at the moment, you're obviously one of the pioneers in terms of culture globally. Africa seems to be doing well when you look at people like Lupita exploding and that sort of thing. Do you feel like that America specifically is ready to see the rise of like African fashion, African music, in terms of popular culture and it being center versus
I think that you're going to have a moment, and America is going to be open to it. And they've been very difficult always in culture. They've always exported their culture and not really imported a lot. But I think Africans have a great opportunity because black culture, black music runs America. And Africans are certainly black and creative.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Russell Simmons. Thank you for being on Africa State of Mind. You definitely are like the epitome of what a woke mind is, to use that quote.